look at our ELA agenda for today. Our mini lesson today, we are continuing with text structure. We are going to be focusing on problem and solution. We are going to be in small groups and doing some task hard work, similar to what we were doing last week. So we are in our nonfiction unit once again, and we are practicing analyzing an informational text. You could raise your hand and remind me, what does the word analyzing mean? Ooh, let's turn and talk to our pod. Go. All right, hands up. What does the word analyze mean? When we analyze something, what do we do, Adam?
Like analyze important details that make it easy to understand.
Oh, so he said we highlight important information to make it easier for us to understand. To understand what? What are we trying to understand? Oh, James? The text. What else do we analyze to help us understand? We always analyze and just our text. What else do we analyze? Justin, questions? Be more specifically. What type of questions?
Main idea questions or like key questions?
Ooh, main idea questions. Now you want to add that? Multiple choice questions. James, you want to add?
Paragraph questions.
What do we call those?
Oh my god, like
James said paragraph questions. Anyone have a different way of saying that?
yeah.
If it's not multiple choice, then it's what type of question? Maria? A creed question. It's also known as a short response question. Short response. Nice shot. Who can read today's icon statement?
God bless you.
Haley, something nice and close. Nice. What is our standard? RI 5.5. That is the standard we're trying to master today. What is text structure? Let's analyze the I can statement. What is text structure? Talk to your pod, go. 3, 2, 1. What is text structure? Christian.
How the text is organized.
How the text is organized, that's a really great way to say it. What's another way you can say organized? How the author what, Fernando?
Looks deeper.
Oh, it helps us look deeper into the text. I like that. Thanks for sharing. Now? It helps you, what do you mean? Can you elaborate on that? Prepare the story to what? What do you mean by prepare? Explain your thinking. How he made the story, and when authors make stories, they do what? Do they just like put it in the oven, set the oven to 325, put the text in there and it pops up? What do authors do? Okay. Go ahead, Justin.
How the story is written.
How the story is written, yeah. I knew that's what you were thinking of. How the story is written, excellent. The author does that very specifically to help us understand the story or text better. All right, so if you look up on the board, there's a big check mark on text structures that we already worked on last week. We have description and sequence. Who can remind me what description text structure is? What is the author showing you in a description text structure? Nyla.
It describes to you like what's happening.
It It describes to you what's happening. Can you be more specific? What do you mean by describes?
Like tells you like how
What was that big F word? The author's showing us what about a topic? You want to call it a friend? Sure. Maria, facts about a topic. What other word do we use? What does the author also show us? Facts and Haley? Information. I'm looking for a word that starts with a CH. Characteristics.
I'm gonna say that is right. No.
So if you look up on the board, our graphic organizer that we use, we put the topic in the middle, and then we put facts and characteristics that the author is showing us about the topic. What about sequence? What does an author do in a sequence text structure? Oh, I love all these hands. Thanks, Nigel. Go ahead.
It like shows them
Those are good signal words, then, after, first. So what is the author showing us? What does the author do? Miguel?
It's showing us important dates, names,
Keep going.
names.
In a what type of order? Is it any order?
No.
Think about when you bake a cake, right?
Like
What kind of order does it go in? My phone and friend, go ahead. Who? G.
materials for it.
Right, so that's going in what type of order? What did we call that? A sequential order, I like that. There's another name we use for it. Justin? Numerical order? A numerical order has to do with what?
Like events in a specific order.
Events in a specific order, and those events have to be, if it's numerical, they're talking about the years or the numbers, right? What about everything else? Ooh, this is a big fifth grade one. I don't know if anyone's gonna get this one. I'll call one more person. Fernando? Wow! You got 2 tickets!
I was gonna say that.
Chronological order.
Hair.
Nice job. I was paying attention last week. Chronological order. So that means that sequence, those events that the author is listing have to go in a very specific order for it to make sense. Like ages, like dates, like recipes. Nice job. So today, we are going to be specifically looking deeper into problem and solution text structure. So a problem and solution text structure is when the author is telling us a problem and the ways that it was solved. Now, it's not just going to be one way. The author may give us multiple solutions to how that problem was solved. Some signal words you might see are problem, solution, solve, dilemma. Those are all different words to say a problem or a solution. And we're going to use this graphic organizer today to help us. Think of a problem. Ooh. Can you give me an example of a problem that maybe you faced over the holiday break? Anna, what's the problem that you went through?
So my mom got a glass and she only used it and
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
What kind of glass?
Like a glass, and then I put a glass in it, so it like only goes in the glass inside.
It was like a drinking glass or like and you broke it? That is a dilemma. You got a dilemma. And she wasn't home. So what did you do to solve that problem?
So I asked my dad to go to the store and buy another one.
Oh, did you get it there in time?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
lucky
classic.
guy.
The classic.
Lucky guy.
Smiling at that.
He knew she was gonna get in trouble, that's why. He was very like mischievous.
Phil Swift. Watch more than one, please.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now, let's be sitting and let's be paying attention because these are directions. These are directions. You are either going going to be in a small group with myself or Miss McKenna in the back. If you're not in a small group, you are able to work with a partnership, okay? You are going to read in just a moment. You are going to read and just 3 task cards today, okay?
This is easier.
One, yes, you got it. So we've been practicing reading and gisting nonfiction text for a long time, so you should be able to zip through this, taking your time and making sure that you are following all of your gisting checklists, because that helps us out. What does gisting do? Why do we do gisting? Because you told us to, Miss Harold.
No.
But it's helpful.
Yeah, true.
So why do we do it? Nigel, go ahead.
So that helped us learn more the story, because if you have to do a plea or multiple choice, it'll help us.
How does it help us though?
Because you can go back to that paragraph and the gist is there, so we can know what that paragraph is about.
Oh, so it helps us when we're answering questions about our text?
Yeah.
Because of what? It gives us a deeper what? Say it louder. Understanding of what the text is about. Gisting is how we analyze our text. So you have 3 task cards, okay? One is showing you description, so we're gonna also do a review from last week, because we'll love review. One of these task cards is showing you description. One of these task cards is showing you sequence. And one of these task cards is showing you problem and solution. Okay, so you need to figure out which one is showing you which text structure. Now remember, the first thing we have to figure out when we're reading and gisting nonfiction is our what. What's super important, because this is what we're gisting about. What do we have to identify first? Well, I should see everyone's hands up. What should we identify first in a nonfiction text? Dylan, our topic, what our author wants us to learn about. Okay? You are going to read and gist your 3 task cards. And then depending on which text structure you believe to be that text, you are going to fill out your graphic organizer accordingly. I do just want to quickly go over. Preston, can you repeat what you just were thinking, or that you said out loud? Yeah. What did you just say? So you were noticing what?
Oh, so many James.
So many James where?
Oh, yeah, James.
Like in the text? You saw James on multiple task cards?
Oh, yes.
Ah.
So much James.
So while you're reading, you might notice that these task cards may be about similar things, but it's shown to you a different way. And that's what text structure is. It's written a different way. So yeah, you could be talking about the same topic 3 different ways. And that's what text structure is. It's the different ways that the author can teach you about a topic. So I love that you actually noticed that. And then you have your multiple choice questions on the back. Make sure that you are reading, analyzing, and proving all of your answers. What do I mean by proving your answer? Prove our answers. What does that mean? Ella? You go back to it. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'll put the papers for a second. Go ahead, Ella. You go back to the sentence. So we go back into the text and show where we proved our answer. And we put the question number next to it, okay?